Laura, why is Mike Kelly resigning at such an awkward moment?
I think he's been putting off his resignation as long as possible, Lee. He's been suffering really bad ill health for some time, all related to his very long service in the Australian Army in a range of international war zones, from Somalia to Timor to Iraq. It's basically become impossible for him to continue to work as an MP because of these really chronic and quite severe health problems. And he was very, very emotional when he announced his resignation from Parliament today. He's clearly got a great commitment to public service and is very well regarded across the Parliament.
It's going to be a pretty unusual backdrop for a by-election.
A very unusual backdrop. We've obviously got the technical questions about how you conduct an election in circumstances where you've still got social distancing requirements, but also I think it really raises the question of how politics gradually re-enters the field of coronavirus or vice versa. It's going to be very hard to keep politics and this by-election out of the way. We see what the government does on the coronavirus from here on in. And I think also it's particularly difficult for the government given that Eden-Monaro was the scene of the big bushfires earlier in the year where Scott Morrison got into all sorts of trouble. There are so many conflicting trends in what's going to happen in this by-election, Lee, from Scott Morrison's much improved standing as a result of the way he's handled the coronavirus to the battle within the coalition about who's going to run for the Nationals and the Liberals in a three-cornered contest, and whether that's going to have ramifications for the New South Wales government if some New South Wales MPs contest that election as well.
Laura, on another matter, there are some tensions at the moment in the relationship between Australia and China, and they are having quite the ripple effect.
They certainly are, Lee. We've seen Mike Pompeo now enter the fray, the US Secretary of State from Washington today, basically backing the Australian case. You've got former Foreign Ministers Alexander Downer and Julie Bishop also weighing in, attacking or criticising the Chinese ambassador to Australia and his warnings that we may face trade ramifications if we continue with this call for an inquiry into the source of the coronavirus. And it's also got business implications with both Kerry Stokes and Andrew Twiggy Forrest getting involved, defending the China relationship, saying how important it is, and Andrew Forrest also getting into trouble by bringing along a Chinese diplomat to an announcement with Greg Hunt yesterday without telling the health minister, who was fairly unimpressed and pulled out of an event he was supposed to be doing with Andrew Forrest today.
Laura Tingle, thank you.
Thanks, Lee.
Hi, I'm Lee Sales. Thanks for watching this story. If you'd like to watch more of 7:30's stories, they are on the left of your screen. And tap on the button below to subscribe and get the latest from ABC News.